Hello and good morning, Gary Champion, psychic medium, healer, teacher, and author. Don't want to leave anything out. Um, for those of you who are having health problems, here's a cute little thing you might want to try. Somewhere in here is the thymus gland behind this breastplate. It's between the lungs. There's this little notch here, and I don't know. I know it's there, and it's right about here. It's below there, and it is at its most powerful when you're 16, 15, 14, 13, somewhere in there. When they're that age, it has its greatest potential. What it does is creates T cells, white blood cells. It's your immune system. It keeps you. It fights off bacteria, and as we get older, this thymus gland gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And doctors didn't know what it was until fairly recently. But it starts. It's not very big. But at my age, it really isn't working. And this is what creates part of the problem with our weakened immune system. And then we catch everything. It leaves us open to illness because it's no longer able to do its job. Those killer T cells that go out and kill the bad stuff. That's a technical term, stuff. That's a technical doctor term. Kills the stuff. Abnormal cells, cancer, bacteria. So, if you're my age, or any 30, 40, 50, 60 and up, it's declined. So you begin catching things that you would normally catch. And there's a couple of methods people are using to reawaken it, wake up your immune system. Some people are tapping it, seems to reactivate it. Take a couple of fingers and tap it for a while in the morning. And it seems to react. Doctors will tell you it reactivates it. Why they don't talk about it, I don't know. Why it's not public knowledge. Why it's not posted on a sign out here, I don't know. It's with many things. And this is all of you know who watch my channel. I've become a healer and having great success with that. So what I've been doing is kind of double-handing. And if you took my class, you know how to activate your hands. The class self-healing. Well, I'm going to give it again, but I don't know when. Probably January. I started teaching my class. There was a decline in the people wanting to take them, so I just took them off. But somewhere in January, I'll teach that self-healing class again. How to heat your hands up and direct energy, direct the energy that's available to everybody to self-heal. And when you start first self-healing, your hands tingle, and then eventually they get warm, and then they get hotter. And now, if you do a lot of it, and I do it in the morning and the evening, your hands will kind of glow. They're just kind of warm just by saying the word heal, or healing, or just thinking about it, or watching a video. That's how I got clicked on, was watching a video about a guy who was a healer, and he was healing a little child. And when he was healing that little child, my hands clicked on. So I thought, well, I need to be doing some of that. Anyway, if you're a healer or if you think you might be a healer, your hands can also be activated by the need. Just kind of close your eyes and relax, and see if you can't feel the energy flowing through your body. I used this once. If you can get your hands kind of like here, it sort of springs. There's a certain amount of energy coming out of your hands when you activate them. When it really gets strong, you can go out here. I can feel my hands right there. I can feel that same spring out there. It's not as strong, but it's pretty good. And as my hands warm up, it gets really strong. So what you're doing is activating the energy naturally to flow through your body, through your hands, and reach the affected area and heal it. Or use the tap method. That works too. I just thought this might get you into self-healing, which is not hard to do. Intent. The energy that's available to everybody follows the intent of the healer. If your hands are heating up, you're a healer. That's the definition of it. It doesn't require any book work. It doesn't require taking a class to blah, blah, blah. If your hands heat up naturally, you're a natural healer. That's what happened to me. I became a natural healer after all these years of not being one, and began using it on myself, and then teaching the class. It's on my webpage. I do healing, and I've had some pretty dramatic results. So anyway, I'm using this energy to stimulate the thymus gland, which is, you find that notch kind of in your, I guess, the top of your breastplate or something. All these technical stuff terms. And then it's kind of about an inch below that. So that's where they say it is. No personal knowledge. I'm not going to rip myself open to see it. There it is. No. I'm just going to take their word for it that it's somewhere in this area. And you can tap it. They say that stimulates it. What I like to do is visualize it as a flower that's opening up. And I have a lot of flowers that I've planted in the front here. And you'll see a bud. And then the next time you go by, you see it sort of beginning to open up a little bit. The outside green part begins to peel off. Leaves, I guess. And then it opens up, and you can see all the little layers of red or pink or whatever your flowers are. And then it begins to open up. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm visualizing, sending the energy there. And those of you who've taken the class, self-healing, or know how to self-heal, it's just as easy to do this. And stimulates more than the thymus. Put your hands here and do this. It can, bronchial issues, pneumonia, almost anything. This covers that. I'd like to say other things, but I didn't want to make a really long video today. Anyway, the thymus gland, which is in our bodies, is strongest at about age 16. It sends out those killer T cells and white blood cells that kill bacteria and cancer and things like that. Try tapping it, see if it doesn't improve. Your energy doesn't go up. That's the first thing that happens. You stimulate the immune system and your energy goes up, because you're no longer fighting all the things that are getting you. It begins to reduce that, so your energy level goes up. Anyway, that's it. Gary Champion's do-it-yourself thymus stimulation for better health. It wakes up your immune system. Now, as you get older, it just doesn't work. So by stimulating it, it should come back into online. Throw a switch. It may take a few times, but eventually it should come back online. And if you're doing this, visualize it opening like a flower. And I have some pink flowers blooming out there, so that's kind of what I'm saying, is a pink flower opening, a bud opening. kind of feels good pretty quick. Okay. Isn't it amazing the stuff that you can learn once you get on a path to I've always been a reader. I've always been a psychic medium. That's something since I was 6. Comes naturally. I don't have to really work at it. I just have to stare at someone and I know things about them. I know all kinds of things. I don't have to do it from someone across the street. It's just something that comes with being a medium. You hear voices, and healing is pretty much the same thing. It just kind of happens. It requires belief. It's not asking much, is it? Nothing really happens without belief. And a good visualization, imagination. I can't see my thymus, but I can picture it being a flower opening up. Anybody can do that. I think, unless you're just stuck. So give it a shot. See if it doesn't help. See if you don't feel better. And keep doing it. See if over the weeks that it doesn't help. It should reawaken your immune system. Therefore, generates white blood cells. Keeps you from getting sick. You think I'd have a good ending for such a great video, but I don't. Peanut. He's checking his window. See, there's a dog he doesn't like out there. So whenever I say that, he comes out and checks his window. Peanut. Come on. Oh, you silly dog. Say hello to the nice people. Do a nice ending for my video. Peanut's always good for endings. Okay. I've already washed my face today. No fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for watching.